Next time you want to win a bet with that guy who always claims to be an expert on muscle cars, ask him to name a handful of intermediate-sized GM muscle cars from the mid-70s. Even the most boastful poser will be able to spit out at least a few names from the short and early 70s. Models like the Pontiac GTO and Chevy Chevelle will likely be at the top of the list. But ask about anything from the mid-70s Malaise era, and you'll probably get a blank stare. Maybe it's just US. But the Malaise era gets a bad rap due to things like ugly bumpers and low PO smog motors, both born with issues that hardly matter in today's aftermarket. GM was certainly not immune to that criticism, and the GMA body platform that was used between 1973 and 1977 is no exception. Even though nearly everything built in that era was glacially slow, the GM intermediates of the mid-1970s offered some beautiful shapes and a very capable chassis, making them perfect candidates for modifying today. In GM parlance, the A body referred to the mid-size intermediate chassis, which was a body-on-frame design whereby the vehicle's driveline and suspension were assembled on a perimeter frame chassis. And then the body was decked onto the frame afterwards, making the assembly process relatively easy. In this regard, the 1973 to 1977 GMA body was no different than the 1964 to 1972 body that came before it, but with one big difference: better rollover protection for the occupants. The name Colonnade refers to the car's three pillars. And unlike earlier hardtops with just two pillars, the windshield, a pillar, and the C-pillar at the tumble home, the Colonnade cars, both coupes and sedans, all had B-pillars as well. This extra support gave them added protection against rollovers, which was a federal mandate just like the Patch MPH crash bumpers and smog equipment. The pillar design on the A-body coupes looked sexy and, when combined with then new computer-aided suspensions, could, with a little more power, become adept performers.